So, hey guys, notice anything different in this video? Well, I'm not wearing my glasses. Now, someone requested or, asked me to, do a review without my glasses on. So this is going to be one of the reviews that I'm going to be doing without my glasses. So, how do I look? Let me know how you guys think of me without my glasses on. Yeah, normally I don't like how I look with me without my glasses, so personally that's just what I think. But let me know what you guys think. Well, stop talking about me without my glasses on. Let's get on to the review of Detective Comics issue number 7. Now, in the last issue of Detective Comics, which was the breaking point and the half-year point for the New 52, it's been half a year since the New 52 has launched. Anybody excited? Well, I am excited because we're almost reaching there to a year almost. Only 4 more issues left and we're up to a year for, the New 52. So when that comes, let's celebrate. But yes, in the last issue of Detective Comics, we were introduced to 2 more villains. One named Jill, who is the sister of Charlotte, and the other named Snakeskin, or his name is Jack. So he's able to, he has the ability to change his facial expressions or facial appearance or whatnot. So, yeah, that's his new ability. And then we saw, Batman and Charlotte in a bit of a tight jam because, Snakeskin, set a trap for them, and now they're about to be, thrown in a pit with ice that's with a spinning, fan. They're gonna, get killed. But they're hanging for dear life right now. They're gonna try to, get saved. But we open up with Jill beating the living crap out of Jack because she's pretty pissed off. Jack being Snakeskin, she's pretty pissed off because, Jack's about to have her sister get killed, so she's pretty pissed. But in the end, they kiss and make up with his bloody face, and that's kind of creepy, but I guess that's kind of her fetish, but oh well. Yeah. And Batman and Charlotte, are hanging for dear life. They're about to, fall down to a fan, but, Batman's holding onto his grapple or rope, and, he asks Alfred, send the yachts to my location and, have it hit the Iceberg Lounge, and Alfred's like, well, why would you do that, And he's like, just do it. And he does it, and in turn doing so, this actually saves Batman's life and Charlotte's life. Now, Charlotte's losing a lot of blood because she was cut or stabbed in the last issue by Snakeskin, and so now they have to get her into a raft of ice to stop the bleeding. After that, we see basically Jack and Jill Jack and Jill went up the hill. But we see, Jill and Snakeskin basically start to implement their plan into trying to rob the Penguin now. And what happens is that, the Penguin is talking to, the new rogue villains and saying that, well, what's going on? The police officers are coming. Who planted a bomb on, the Iceberg Lounge? We need to be safe. And, they're trying to get the Penguin to their bunker to keep him safe and whatnot. And so with that, going on, Snakeskin comes along and tries to assassinate the Penguin, but it backfires and the gun explodes, on him, and he's basically presumed dead? Question mark? But yeah, and then also we find out that, who was the person wearing that clown mask a couple of issues back? In issue number 4, I think. Who was that person wearing that clown mask? Or I think it was issue number 5, but who was that? Who was that person trying to rob this guy of his money? Who left that poker chip from the Iceberg Lounge? It was none other than Jill who did that. And Batman figures that out. He figures out what, Jill and Snakeskin's plan is, and they go and try to stop them. So, with, Snakeskin taking out the picture, Jill goes and tries to rob, all the, new rogue villains' money from the vaults that, the Penguin has for them. And, there's a bit of a plot twist in the end, which I won't spoil for you guys because this is basically the last issue or the end of this storyline. So I won't spoil, what's going to happen in the end. But you guys are going to have to pick this issue up in order to know what happens. Now, what I have to suggest is that I think this is okay. Like, I still think Detective Comics is okay. I don't really think it's that great or that good. I just think it's okay. The storyline-wise for the Penguin, it generally, like I said, it was okay. Same thing with, the Dollmaker issue. They had, the Dollmaker issue or storyline kind of raised a lot of questions, and this one didn't raise that much. it's an okay storyline. With that being said, in the next couple issues, or in issue number 8, the price is going to jack up to $4. That's going to be, you know, the same price as picking up a Marvel comic. So Detective Comics is going to raise their price, and they're going to have more, you know, pages, you know, so they're not going to be limited to 32 pages. They're going to have more, and they're going to have, you know, some other, you know, extra stuff, like, you know, extra content with, like, I guess you say, like, concept art, background stories, or extra storylines. Who knows what they're going to do. And it's just like DLC, you know. You're going to pay more for, you know, getting more out of a comic, you know. And hopefully it does better for Detective Comics, because it's just doing okay. I think the storyline is just okay because, like I said, Detective Comics is supposed to, like it says, Detective Comics. What does detective mean? You're supposed to be solving crimes. You're supposed to be solving mysteries. It does not have mystery in it. I mean, it does raise people's question. Like, it is mystery, but the way Batman figured out Jill was the one who was the one wearing the clown mask and killed, you know, off this mobster and whatnot, it was not that great. The detective or the mystery solving in this is just not that great. Batman, the Batman series right now, it's doing better than this. And it really is. I find, okay, people don't like Batman right now, sort of, in a way. Some people have, like I said, they have their own opinion on Batman. You know, I personally love Batman. You know, it's great. You know, that comic book series is great. You know, the mystery, Scott Snyder writing that is really awesome. I love his writing. But in this, Tony Esdennel, he's doing a fairly okay job. I read, you know, his other you know, Batman series, like Battle for Cowl, or for, you know, Batman Life After Death, which is pretty good, but for Detective Comics is not so great, you know. And the last couple of issues, you know, we had, you know, the Dollmaker storyline, which lasted for 4 issues, and we had the Penguin storyline that lasted only for 3 issues. I have to say, like, the storylines are just okay, you know. I found Batgirl and Nightwing even better than this, you know. Nightwing had 2 fillers, 2 issues full of fillers, and one of them which was really good, and the other one which really didn't have to do with anything, you know. And I thought that was better than this, you know. And I personally have to say, you know, guys, it's your choice in whether or not you should keep picking up Detective Comics, because the price is going to jack up to to $4. And with me, I pick up my comics at Comic Outpost, my local comic book shop, and they give me a discount on, you know, being a person who has a Boxster. I have 15% off, so which cuts off, you know, a bit of, you know, the price that it costs now, so it's going to be a bit cheaper than just $4 for me. So I will still be picking up Detective Comics. But for other people, I don't know if you're willing to pay more for the Detective Comics, but I would suggest pick up issue number 8 just to see how the new storyline's going. If it's good, then maybe you might want to keep going and pick it up, because we don't know how good the storyline's going to be, because right now it just feels like, you know. And I thought the end of this, you know, Penguin storyline was just in the between, you know. It's between good and evil, you know, because the bad side is that the detective side is really horrible. The mystery is just not that great. The storyline is just okay in a good way, you know. We have good villains coming in, new villains coming in. Actually, Batman does face off against them in this issue. So, yeah, that's all I have to say about, you know, Batman Detective Comics issue number 7. Pick this issue up if you want to finish the Penguin storyline. If not, just wait till issue number 8 comes out to read a new story. But yeah, that's my review on Detective Comics, and hopefully you find this helpful, and hopefully you guys subscribe and like this video, and I'll talk to you guys later. So see you guys later.